We'll be talking about anger management. What is anger management? Since unchecked, anger can often lead to aggressive behaviors. Anger management uses various techniques to help a person cope with thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in a healthy and more productive way. Failing to manage your anger can lead to a variety of problems, like saying things you regret, yelling at your kids, threatening your coworkers, sending rash emails, developing health problems, or even resorting to physical violence. But not all anger issues are that serious. Instead, your anger might involve wasting time thinking about upsetting events, getting frustrated in traffic, or venting about work. Managing anger doesn't mean never getting angry. Instead, it involves learning how to recognize, cope with it, and express your anger in healthy and productive ways. Anger management is a skill that everyone can learn. Even if you think you have your anger under control, there's always room for improvement. While anger itself isn't a mental illness, in some cases, anger can be connected to mood disorders, substance use disorders, and other mental health conditions. Anger management strategies. Research consistently shows that cognitive behavior interventions are effective for managing anger. These interventions include changing the way you think and behave. They are based on the notion that your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are all connected. Your thoughts and behaviors can either fuel your emotions or they can reduce them. So if you want to shift your emotional state away from anger, you can change what you think. You can change what you're thinking and what you're doing. Without fuel, the fire inside you will begin to dwindle and feel calmer. The following are 11 strategies to maintain anger and to include in your anger management control plan. Identify triggers. If you've gotten into the habit of losing your temper, take stock of the things that trigger your anger. Long lines, traffic jams, snarky comments, excessive tiredness, or just a few things that might shorten your fuse. You shouldn't blame people or external circumstances for your inability to keep your cool. Understanding the things that trigger your anger can help you plan accordingly. You might decide to structure your day differently to help maintain techniques before you encounter situations that you usually feel distressed. Doing these things can help you lengthen your fuse, meaning that a single frustrating episode won't set you off. Consider whether your anger is helpful or unhelpful. Besides, before you spring into action to calm yourself down, ask yourself if your anger is your friend or your enemy. If you're witnessing someone's rights being violated or you are in an unhealthy situation, your anger might be helpful. In these cases, you might proceed by changing the situation rather than changing your emotional state. Sometimes your anger is a warning sign that something else needs to change, like an emotional abusive relationship or a toxic friendship. If, however, your anger is causing distress or hurting your relationships, your anger may be your enemy. Other signs of this type of anger include feeling out of control, regret your words or actions later. In these situations, it makes sense to work on tackling your emotions and calming yourself down. Recognizing the warning signs. If you, like some people, you may feel like your anger hits you in an instant. Perhaps you go from calm to furious in a heartbeat, but there are still likely warning signs when your anger is on the rise. Recognizing them early can help you take action to prevent your anger from reaching a boiling point. Think about the physical warning signs of anger that you experience. Perhaps your heart beats faster or your face feels hot, or maybe you just begin to clench your fists. You also might notice some cognitive changes. Perhaps your mind racing or begin seeing red. By recognizing your warning signs, you have the opportunity to make immediate actions. and prevent yourself from doing or saying things that create bigger problems later. Learn to pay attention to how you're feeling, and you'll be better at recognizing the warning signs. Step away from the triggering event. Trying to win an argument or sticking it out in an unhealthy situation will only fuel your anger. One of the best anger management exercises is to move yourself from this situation if you can. If there's someone that you routinely get into heated disputes with, like a friend or a family member, talk with them about the importance of taking a time out and resuming when you're both calm. When you need to step away, explain that you aren't trying to dodge difficult situations, but that you're working on managing your anger. You ain't able to have a productive conversation or resolve a conflict when you're really upset. You can rejoin the discussion or address the issues again when you're feeling calmer. Sometimes it helps to set a specific time and place when you can discuss the issues again. Doing so gives your friends, colleagues, or family members a sense of peace that the issue will indeed be discussed, just at a later time. Talk through your feelings. I say this a lot. Just talk it out. I know it's hard sometimes, but it really does help. Just find something you're really comfortable with and lay it all on the floor. Lay it all out. Talk your feelings out. If there's someone who has a calming effect on you, talking through an issue or expressing your feelings to that person may be helpful. It's important to note, however, that venting can backfire. Complaining about your boss, describing all the reasons you don't like someone, or grumbling about all of your perceived injustices may add fuel to the fire. A common misconception is that you have to vent your anger to feel better, but studies show you don't need to get your anger out. Smashing things when you're upset, for example, may actually make you angrier. So it's important to use this coping skill with caution. Likewise, if you're going to talk to a friend, make sure you're working on developing a solution or reducing your stress and not just venting. It's unfair to use them as your go-to soundboard. Instead, you might find that the best way to use this strategy is to talk about something other than the situation causing you to feel angry. Get in a quick workout. Anger gives you a rush of energy. One of the best anger management exercises is quite literally to exercise and engage in physical activity. Whether you go for a brisk walk or hit the gym, working out can burn off extra tension. Regular exercising can help you decompress. Aerobic activities reduce stress, which may help improve your frustration tolerance. Additionally, exercise allows you to clear your mind. You may find that after a long run or a hard workout, you have a clearer perspective on what was troubling you, so you can tackle it better. Focus on the facts. Angry thoughts add fuel to your anger. Thinking things like, I can't stand it, this traffic jam is going to ruin everything, will increase your frustration. When you find yourself thinking about things that fuel your anger, reframe your thoughts. Instead, think about the fact by saying something like, there are millions of cars on the road every day. Sometimes there will be traffic jam. Focus on the facts without adding in catastrophic predictions or extorted exaggerations can help you stay calmer. You also might develop a mantra that you can repeat to drown out the thoughts that fuel your anger. Saying, I'm okay, stay calm, or not helpful over and over again can help you minimize or reduce anger thoughts. Distract yourself with a new activity. Rummaging about a upsetting situation fuels anger feelings. If, for example, you've had a bad day at work, rehashing everything that went wrong all evening will keep you stuck in the frustration state. Telling your brain don't think about it isn't always successful. The best way to mentally shift gears is to distract yourself with an activity. Do something that requires your focus and make it more challenging for anger and negative thoughts to creep in. Some examples may include deep cleaning the kitchen, weeding the garden, paying some bills, playing with the kids. Find something to do that keeps your mind occupied enough that you won't rummage on the things upsetting you. Then your body and your brain will calm down. Breathe and relax. There are many different anger management exercises that involve relaxation. The key is to find the one that best works for you. Breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxations are common strategies for reducing tension. The best part is both exercises can be performed quickly and discreetly. So whether you're frustrated at work or anger at a diner engagement, you can let go of stress quickly and immediately. It's important to know, however, the relaxation exercise takes practice. At first, you might not feel as though they're effective, or you might question whether they're going to work for you, but with practice, they can become your go-to strategy for anger management. Acknowledge your underlying emotions. Sometimes it helps to take a moment and think about the emotion might be lurking beneath your anger. Anger often serves as a protective mask to help you avoid feeling more painful emotions such as embarrassment, sadness, and disappointment. When someone gives you feedback that's hard to hear, for example, you might lash out in anger because you're embarrassed. Convincing yourself the other person is bad for criticizing you might make you feel better in the moment because it keeps your embarrassment at bay. But acknowledging underlying emotions can help you get to the root of the problem. Then you can decide to take the appropriate actions. For instance, if someone canceled plans on you and your underlying emotion is disappointment, you can try explaining how the cancellation made you feel rather than lashing out in anger. When you're honest about your feelings, you're more likely to resolve the issue. Responding in anger usually doesn't accomplish anything except push people away. Create a calm down kit. If you tend to come home from work and stressed and take your anger out on your family, or you know that workplace meeting causes you a lot of frustration, create a calm down kit that you can use to relax. Think about objects that help engage all your senses, whether you can look, hear, see, smell, and touch calming things. You can change your emotional state. So a calm down kit might include scented hand lotion, a picture of a surreal landscape, a spiritual passage you can read out loud, and a few pieces of your favorite candy. Include things that you know will help remain calm. You also might create a virtual calm down kit that you can take anywhere. These are things that you can call upon when needed and are more portable. For instance, calming music, images, guided meditations, or instructions for breathing exercises can be stored in a specific folder on your smartphone or computer, wherever you want to do it. Why manage anger? Anger is an emotion that can range from mild irritation to intense rage. While many people categorize anger as a solely negative emotion, it can be positive. Angry feelings may spur you to stand up for someone, or they may lead you to create social change. But when left unchecked, angry feelings can lead to aggressive behaviors like yelling at someone or damaging property. Angry feelings also may cause you to withdraw from the world and turn your anger inward, which can impact your health and well-being. Anger becomes problematic when it's felt too often or too intensely, or whether it's expressed in unhealthy ways, which can take a toll physically, mentally, and socially. For this reason, anger management strategies can be beneficial and can help you discover healthy ways to express your feelings. Alright guys, I hope this helped you. If you know someone with anger management or you suffer from it, I hope this video has helped. I love you guys. Stay safe. I will see you in the next video.